What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those that are new, my name is William Bootsy Blanding, and it's Labor Day weekend, and I will be driving through Hartford most of the weekend. It seems most of the rides are pulling me that way because I live on the outskirts of Hartford, Connecticut. Most of the rides this weekend will gravitate towards the capital city, which is Hartford, Connecticut. So I will spend most of my journey, probably, I started Friday, Saturday, today's Sunday, and I include Monday for the long weekend. I'll probably be back and forth between West Hartford, Hartford, New Britain, Farmington, Bristol. I like to start out in Bristol and then gravitate towards New Britain. Occasionally I'll go out to Hartford. Hartford, you're gonna make your most money, but here's what people don't understand about Hartford. After usually about 3 p.m., I'm talking generally between Monday and Friday, you're gonna get an influx of traffic, and now that the kids are back in school, you're going to be jammed up in Hartford with no way around it. They are actually doing construction in Hartford, a lot of roads as well. So if you don't get out of Hartford by 3, you're going to be caught in a loop where you're going to be doing small rides. Say you might have to pick up somebody 5 minutes up the road, but you're stuck in traffic for 10 minutes. That is not a smart way to drive. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not the most educated when it comes to Uber, but I have done this for about 3 years. Just recently got back into it part-time, but I've been doing this for quite a while. So I've got some experience, and the best way to do this is between maybe about noon-ish to about 3 o'clock. You can gravitate towards Hartford, West Hartford, and stay in those areas, but you really want to try to get out after 3 p.m. in my opinion, because you don't want to be stuck 15 minutes in traffic going to pick somebody up to take them on a 5-minute ride. You gotta use your time wisely, and I find that when I start out in small towns, they tend to be the longer rides. When you're in a town like Hartford, that's a big city, well, big for us anyway, you don't want to be caught in traffic, in construction, for 15 minutes going to pick somebody up for a 5-minute ride. You want to be taking those 20-minute rides, which is usually what I get when I go to Bristol. I might get a 20-minute ride to Hartford. You know, that's what you preferably want. Or a 20-30 minute ride to Bradley Airport. That's what you want your goal to be when you're doing this stuff. You don't want to be stuck all day in traffic trying to pick these little rides up. And I spent yesterday just doing a loop around. I'm basically doing 5 to 10 minute rides because around holiday time, especially Labor Day, everybody's just pretty much doing what I call, friend meetup rides, 5-10 minutes away. They're not going to work. So a lot of people are off on this long holiday, and I anticipate today is going to be a lot of short rides. And of course, some people go to work. You'll find a few sporadic people that have to go to work regardless of the holiday, but it's not very many. I'm getting a lot of people just going to people's houses to hang out, stuff like that, but they're not really taking the longer trips. You're still going to be able to find the longer trips, but you got to plan your day out. And of course, the best times to drive for Uber and Lyft is always going to be early morning and late at night. So let me just say that. Let me just get it out the way. I don't drive those times. But I know for a fact if I drove early morning, I literally would get $100 probably between 6 a.m. and I could probably be done by noon and easily make $100 faster than I would between 12 noon and 3 to 4 p.m. like I like to do. I understand this, but I don't like to drive at night, point blank period. And I don't get up early. It's just a fact. I'm doing this as a leisure because it's part-time. Now, if you are going to do this full-time, Uber, Lyft, any gig economy job, you have to start early. And the good thing about that is if you're one of those people that get up early, start your day, you could probably come home noon for 2 or 3 hours and go back out for the night shift, and you will kill it. You will easily make over $100 a week, which equates to over $400 a month easily. And you probably will only have to drive 6 to 8 hours in or around Hartford, Connecticut. Now, if you're somebody that is fond of New York, or you don't mind going back and forth through tolls, you're probably better off being, I would say, between Bridgeport going up towards New York. So Bridgeport, Fairfield, Norwalk, Milford, Stratford, Stamford, Connecticut, and then occasionally from Norwalk and Stamford, you're easily going to get a few New York rides in between the week. You're going to kill it doing either Uber or Lyft. I originally thought you couldn't make money anymore doing Uber, because let's keep it real, they are still scamming. I don't want to divert anybody from believing that they're paying like they need to be paying. They're not, but it doesn't mean you can't still make some good money out here. But let's keep it real, they are skimming off the top, and they're skimming off the longer rides. So from my research, it seems the longer the ride, the more they try to skim off your earnings. So I don't take rides normally over 30-minute trips, because I find that I actually get close to what I expect to get paid with or without tips. Now, the tips, it's still up in the air, but I'm believing that they're skimming off tips. Both Uber and Lyft and these delivery apps, I believe they're skimming off tips. But it's really targeted how they do it. It's not every tip. I believe if you've been driving a while and you're getting like $20 tips quite often, you're going to find you're not actually getting your $20 tips. They will actually knock your tips down to like $5 because they're counting on you not communicating with your passengers. Unless your passenger says straight up, I'm giving you a $20 tip, and you go back home and track that whole thing and break down, okay, yeah, I did get my $20 tip, you're never going to know. And I'll be honest, most drivers, they're too busy to be quizzing passengers, me included. I mean, occasionally I will ask a customer, or I'll conversate with a customer, and they'll be friendly and they'll offer up information, but like, what, by the way, well, you've been very friendly, you've been very polite, I'm gonna throw you a $10 tip or a $20 tip. It happens. But Uber or Lyft do not ever want you to take cash tips. I still believe in cash tips. That's the only way you're going to be guaranteed you got your tip. Now, what I will not do is, I don't like to do this thing where I take a private ride off the back of Uber and Lyft, meaning that, yeah, if somebody confronts me and says, yeah, I want to ride such and such on a private basis, I'll give them a fee and we'll go about our day. But I try not to break Uber and Lyft rules as far as somebody saying, you know what, I'll give you $5 more if you divert from what the app's saying to go to this place. Don't do that. It's bound to get you in trouble if you do it a lot. Now, I do believe in converting that passenger into a private ride on a steady basis, meaning you set up with them, okay, every day 6 a.m. I'll be at your door to pick you up. That I agree with, but don't get in the habit of somebody puts in a destination on the Uber app and tells you they'll give you another $5 if you go to a different destination. 9 out of 10, you're not going to sit there and take the time to do the math. Most drivers will not do the math. And I've been guilty of this. When I first started, I've done this. And it was wrong because they're trying to get over on you, the driver. And passengers are just as smart and crafty as drivers. And they'll tell you $5 when technically you should have been paid $10 more for wherever you're actually taking them now. So I would stay away from doing that. You know, whatever the app says, if they want you to change your direction, make them do it in the app. And that's one of the things I liked about Lyft app. I don't know if they still do it. And by the way, I haven't signed up for Lyft yet. I'm waiting for my new plates for my Ford Fiesta because I'm still on the temp plates. I'm only doing Uber right now, but I'm definitely going to sign up for Lyft just because I believe Lyft's bonuses is going to be much greater. But I like Lyft app because you can go in and add or change the destination, where to this date I don't believe you could do that on Uber. So the customer has to do it, and then you can get in trouble if you're playing around with their app. So to the best of your ability, try not to take their phone and mess with it unless they're elderly and they just absolutely don't know what they're doing. But yeah, I'm doing this Labor Day weekend thing. I only go out for a few hours a day, usually about 4 hours a day. And I anticipate today, Sunday, Labor Day weekend, will be another decent day. The goal is always to get $100 and the least amount of time as possible. That's my goal. You may have a better goal or a higher goal, whatever it is. But in 4 hours, I try to get the most amount of earnings I can get in 4 to 5 hours. If I can get to the $100 mark, because I'm trying not to wear and tear this car. I just got this car from Carvana, those of you who've been following me. And I'm trying not to wear this car out due to overdriving in Uber and Lyft because I got plans. And if I want to rent this car out later, I don't want to accumulate too many miles. So I'm trying to keep the miles down the best I can while still making $100 a day, if that makes sense. So you can make money out here in Connecticut. I'm getting a lot of people on my Nice Guy Driver channel asking, how much money can you make? How much money can you make? It really depends where you are and what times you drive and what strategies you got. It's all of that depends. Like my strategy is the noon time to 4 because I know those people are going to work those times. That's like the next shift for people to go to work or be picked up from work. So I try to do between noon and 4. The weekend's a little bit different. It's kind of all over the place, but that's usually Monday through Friday when it's not a holiday. But tomorrow being Monday, Labor Day, I expect it to be like a normal weekend. So it could be crazy traffic or it could be like more like a Sunday. I anticipate it to be overcrowded. Everybody's home. Everybody's going to be out and about. I anticipate a lot of traffic, but at least we don't have the school buses, which is a plus to me. So again, links below. If you were a driver and you're signing up again, There's bonus money for old drivers re-signing up. Yes, you heard me right. Uber is giving you a slight perk for re-signing up. You got to use somebody's link. My link is below the video. If you're seeing this on Nice Guy Driver only, I'll leave the link. I'm not going to leave it on every channel. And that's what we're doing so far. So if you want more tips and strategies on this gig economy, subscribe, like, comment, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.